What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Upcoming Mods. This is a series where I show you guys some of the coolest mods that are not yet out for Fallout 4, but hopefully coming in the next few weeks. Basically, a lot of different mod authors will post work in progress pictures, and I show you those. Although it is very important to remember, these mod authors work at very different paces, so some of these mods may not be out for a week, while other ones may be a few months out. With all that being said, if you guys do enjoy the series, I really encourage you to consider subscribing. I'm probably going to be making one of these for Skyrim in a few weeks, so look forward to that. But with that, let's get right into it. So the first mod we do have is the 9mm pistol. So basically, as you may have guessed by the title, it's going to be adding in a brand new 9mm pistol into Fallout 4. This pistol seems to be much higher quality than any of the pistols we do have right now. I know a lot of you are going to say, well, we have a 9mm pistol, or it's a boring one, but again, this one looks like the model and texture quality are kind of on another level when you compare it to some of the already released mods. Not that they're bad quality, but they're definitely not as high texture and high fidelity as this one. Plus, I personally really like having good made pistol mods, like having custom sounds and those nice animations. I think it really just spices up the pistols in general, and it makes you really want to use it as a sidearm. I do hope this pistol does carry through with some of those. Obviously, it does have the looks department down, but hopefully the functionality and the usability of this gun does follow suit, and it makes some different mods that maybe will make it a little bit more unique than some of the other guns out there. So up next we have an interesting kind of melee mod. So I don't know what this is called, it doesn't have a name, but it kind of looks like a knife thing, or I guess a sword. I don't know, I don't remember what these are called, like a machete, but it actually looks pretty interesting and it's really high quality. And this made me kind of sit back and think, well, how many machete mods or just really good melee weapon mods do we have? Obviously there's a bunch from Mike Moore, but I feel like the melee department of Fallout 4 has always been a really lacking weapon mod department. Like some high texture, high fidelity melee mods would really just set them apart from some of the existing options right now, because personally my favorite is the plasma swords, and I just like that for the uniqueness factor. But this machete thing does look really cool, and I think the texture quality on it is very high, so that's going to definitely make me excited for it, and I'll probably make a video when it does come out. So up next we have something I'm personally very excited for, a work in progress picture or few pictures for the Halo 2 battle rifle. So I'm a massive fan of the Halo series, particularly Halo 3, 2, etc. But this just seems like a gun that would fit awesomely into Fallout 4 if done correctly. We don't have any really burst fire weapons or kind of DMRs even. I feel like are kind of just lacking an assault rifle DMR, I guess, like a bulb up rifle. And frankly, I love the Halo series. I would love to use this gun in Fallout 4. I imagine a lot of you guys use it, especially considering a lot of the upgrades Fallout 4 had to its kind of weapon system. It just feels like weapons in Fallout 4 handle a lot better. It almost feels like a shooter itself, and having the Halo battle rifle in there would make it a much more enjoyable experience. Even from the screenshots you could tell there's going to be customization options. One of them does have a silencer on it, and all around I'm really excited to see where this mod goes. I'm excited to see what the textures look like, because the model quality does seem very high detail. It seems like there's all the little grooves and rivets do seem on point, and yeah, it's definitely one I'm going to be looking out for, so stay tuned for that. So up next we have the Colt single action army. So this is a gun that I feel like again would fit really well into Fallout 4. Obviously we did have similar things in Fallout New Vegas, but I feel like a nice single action revolver that does stupidly high damage would just be a lot of fun to use in the game. Obviously there are some different options out there, but I feel like none of them really encompass the single action aspect. I feel like making it high damage but having a very slow rate of fire and maybe even a slow reload could balance this really well. Even just look at other video games that implement weapons like this when they're not necessarily the norm in that era. But all around, I think I just have a soft spot for different revolver mods, so maybe I'm a little bit biased that way, but all around this is a mod I am very excited for, so hopefully you are too. So up next we have some sort of assault rifle. So basically it's just an assault rifle that this guy's working on. Doesn't necessarily have a name on it just yet. I can't really identify what this is. It kind of seems like it uses almost like an M4 platform, and the receiver looks like an M4, but the stock is totally different, just basically a wooden stock tacked on. Nonetheless, I am very excited for this. I really hope this is a assault rifle that really does kind of have all the bells and whistles with it, including animations and sounds and all that. I feel like we've been kind of having a dry period for assault rifle mods, and we've been getting a lot of weapon mods, but not assault rifle ones. The last good one I could really think of is kind of like the Scar H, which I think is my favorite assault rifle mod, but assault rifles are more or less the most used weapon mods, so I would like to see that fleshed out a little bit more in the coming weeks and months, and this definitely seems like a good candidate to be one of the top-notch ones. Obviously, the model and textures do look very good, so if all the other features can catch up with those, then it could definitely be a very good weapon mod. That's going to pretty much wrap it up for this week of upcoming mods. Obviously, we had pretty much just all weapon mods, so definitely a lot of mod authors are wanting to work on weapon mods, it seems. As always, I thank you guys for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you all next time. Later.